Hello? Did you guys run off without me again? You have patience issues, and that's coming from me. If I'm more patient than anyone, that is how you know we got a problem. You know, we're all in this together. It's like High School Musical or something.
We'll go one at a time. In case something happens. You first, mage.
I can't move, so this is a bad
Now
feeling.
that she's busy, let's have a chat. I hope you're not buying into her story. Stindar speaks to me. What kind of sham is that? She obviously works for a secretive group in some capacity. Maybe the Empire? Who knows?
Can we just
a heads
go
up.
over the fact that
Your turn.
we very clearly trapped her? Oh, wait, and that opened up again. Hey, you go first. She says, okay, doesn't question it, runs out. The door seals behind her. She never looks back to see if we're there. She never looks back to see if we're following. She kept going. And then before we could even talk, you said, okay, off you go. Before we even could chat, you just said, off you go. I like your axe, by the way. Oh. I thought we were actually gonna talk. Very one-sided conversations we're having out here is all I'm saying. Very, very one-sided. I'd like to be a part of these conversations a little bit more. You know? Oh, God, that's just a bottomless pit right there, isn't it? You know, I'm used to bottomless pits in other games. I'm not really used to them in Skyrim. Growing up playing other video games, I was often worried about bottomless pits because, frankly, video games convinced me that bottomless pits were going to occur a little bit more in my everyday life.
Heavens, I've never seen a Nordic ruin like this.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares? It smells just as awful.
Well, welcome to the
Hello.
Gauntlet. Hi. Ooh, a book.
Steel yourselves, men! What lies beyond these gates is like nothing you've ever seen. For the sake of the Empire, we must repel the enemy. We shall crush them under our boots.
Sir, we've lost half our platoon. Should we not wait for reinforcements?
What are you afraid of, soldier? Did you expect to live after pledging your life to the army?
Yeah, actually.
I want to win, sir.
He probably did.
Then that may well mean you want to die.
Is there a problem?
No, I was just watching, you know, the Imperials be very, very frightened. Understandably
What
so.
now?
Let's not stand right in front of the ballista. You know?
Is something the matter?
Probably, yeah, look at all the dead bodies. So, oh, I heard someone cough. Is someone still alive here? Uh-oh. This seems a little bad, yeah.
Hello?
That dagger's not gonna do much. Why do I hear radio music right now? Okay. That's a little bit much. That's a lot of shouting right there. There's just something about the sound of the music, the way that the music's kind of like playing, that it gives me a sort of like, it's playing over a radio vibe right now. Yeah. Man, oh man. Even in vanilla Skyrim, the Draugr are so terrible about having not any cooldown at all. So I'm so glad we just put all the hulking Draugr right next to each other. That way they could just spam me again and again and again. Uh-oh. Was I supposed to be on that? I hope not. Was I supposed to be standing on that? Okay. It is a little dark in here. I do recognize that. I do realize that. I think my lantern, I think quick light is at max too, so So, cool thing that I just noticed, Vizier has this kind of ghost ability, like he summons a decoy of sorts that can fight them. Kinda interesting. Ooh, heal, heal, heal. Oh, where did that frost giant come from? Ooh. The frost giant doesn't like the Draugr, and the frost giant's dead. Never mind. I have so many questions. Just... where did he come from? Where was that from?
No!
Oh, there's another frost
Not
giant.
even a
Okay.
scratch.
I think they're just dropping down from the heavens.
Fus Roda!
How many more waves do we have in here? Is there a way for me to stop it? Like, that's what I'm wondering right now. If I approach the spooky throne, can I maybe just put an end to this? I mean, that was a promising noise, but it may have just summoned more hulking Draugr, who also seem to explode. Yes, they absolutely just explode. So, let's back up from you guys. Oh, that didn't make him explode. Is it proximity-based, then? Oh, it might be. I think it is. I very much think it is. At a distance, I don't think they explode. Oh, but if they're up close and personal, if they're close enough to kiss you, then, yeah. Kaboom. Also, it just occurred to me that I do think sitting on the throne was the answer, because now we have this right here. Man, all I'm saying is, this is way fancier than any Nordic tomb I've ever seen. That just looks really, really, really cool right there. Super ominous, but very cool.
We are only 3. Captain, we cannot possibly defeat the enemy. They have retreated, have they not?
Don't you understand, kid? If we don't seal this demon in its tomb...
What was that?
Shh, I'm trying to listen. Trying to listen to story stuff here.
I can't do this.
The captain sounded very familiar. The Imperial
I
captain.
won't kill you. A better punishment will be letting you rot knowing you turned on your unit.
Yeah, he sounds very familiar.
I'm going to die here, aren't I?
Yeah, Marcus, yeah, you're gonna die. Uh-oh. Oh. Can they get out of there, or are they kind of stuck in there? Oh, God. Alright, yeah. Is there a way out for them, or are they just kind of... How do you want me to get to them, then? I know, I got my crossbow, I got bow and arrow, I have options, but... just stuck him in this little bunker of sorts. Not what I would have expected. Oh, did they just go on without me? Oh.
Who's there?
Why? Alright, you just teleported behind me. Man, I don't have it installed right now, but what I am tempted to do is... and I've never done it before, but I am super tempted to go and install the goddamn Archivist, the Skyrim paid gun mod.
See if you can open this door somehow.
And just use that against some of these enemies, frankly.
Hello?
Okay, so that's the previous conversation topic. No, I just want you to come back over here, Emma, because this very clearly, to me, looks like it's going to take the Crystal Skull. And once again, Indiana Jones, you gotta give it up. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yeah,
Bye for now.
I assume it's the same skull.
What's the matter?
How did you and Solus meet?
Leowyn. It's a long story.
Oh. I thought we were gonna go into the long story.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, you too. Oh, there's a second hallway over this way. Oh, well... Oh, and they both connect, too. I did not even realize that. I didn't realize it was a second hallway. And I didn't even realize that it was connected, that it was right there. Whoops. So maybe the skull that I am looking for is at the end of this one, then. And there is the Draugr bunker. Oh, wait, and we got something else over this way, too? Yeah. Hey, there you guys are. You're here to help with the bunker. Oh, and you just popped right out of there. You just slid out like a banana. Sorry, didn't mean to paralyze him. I know that slows it down for us. We'll sit here and wait for him to come up, and then...
I'll get you for that.
Any second now. There he is. I'm gonna look over here. But I really thought that crystal skull that I gave Emma was going to be the answer. Note to self, don't go down there. That seems like a bad idea. One, because I don't think I'd be able to get out of there. Two, because it looks like it might burn. Oh? Oh! Oh! What? What did that do? I was just trying to pick up the soul gem. It's very dark, so I can't even tell what's going on right now, and if anything, that's kind of the funny thing, is that this is with quick light. This is with things being decently lit. Oh. And that's the forge. I found it. Hold on. So the holder is shooting up there. The problem is, once again, with how dark it is, I can't entirely tell, like, what's happening when I strike it, you know? I'm just casting Mage Light, because that'll kind of help, hopefully, a little bit with keeping some of this lit. Yeah, alright, that might make my life a little bit easier, and now I'm going to use Firebolt as well, to see what happens if I strike the pillar myself. Oh, that... Oh, that did something, it did something. It bounced off, but I still don't know what it did. Am I trying to, like, ricochet it off? Am I doing a little bit of a, like, a trick shot thing here? Yeah, no matter what angle I shoot that at, it ricochets at the same angle. So I don't think it actually matters for anything, and I still don't know what that's doing. It sounds like it could be opening the doors. Like these doors that we're trying to get through in the first place. It almost sounds like it could be opening those, but... Okay, and there's another skull slot on this side. Listen, I'm getting very distracted right now. Let me go talk to Vizier about the forge. That should probably be the first thing that I do right now. I do kind of wish that it marked Vizier, however. I kind of wish that he was marked for this quest. Now, Vizier's back where we left him the first time around, by the first door, but... Yeah, we get another little side passageway. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be helpful. What? Because we have claw, 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 dragon. I feel like I would want to use the dragon, right? Oh, wait, that spun the dial. Yeah, that's spinning the dial. I don't have the keys for the keyhole, so we'll have to come back to that, whatever that is. You're a blacksmith, right? Think you can make this sword from a schematic?
I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but that's all behind me now.
Even if the sword may be of use in our voyage?
2,000 coin. How about that?
Are we not on the same side here? That's ridiculous. This is a serious matter.
And the coin shouldn't be a big deal, should it? Your loss?
Ah, yes. The negotiator.
2,000 coin. How about that?
Take your goddamn coin.
Let's find the nearest forge.
Oh, I already found it. Well, because I don't know if we have the materials we even need for the sword. I also don't think the sword's gonna help us get through this, so really, I'm just kinda like sitting here wondering... I'm sitting here wondering, it's like, am I doing this in the right way? Am I doing this in the right order? Probably not. Where did Vizier go? Where is my buddy? My shady buddy. Buddy? Shady buddy? Where'd you go? Is that Vizier down there? How'd he get down there? Really? Alright, he got stuck. So it's a good thing that I saved somewhat recently. I don't know how he got down there, but Vizier got stuck down there. That's him. Or Whisper, that's him right there. And I don't think waiting moves him. Yeah, waiting doesn't seem to move him at all, so...
Nas, Yanir.
It's a good thing I saved recently, because that's kind of an issue. I'm keeping an eye on you this time, Vizier. I'm not letting you out of my sight. You don't like stairs, do you? Wow, you really don't like stairs. A little embarrassing. There you go. Alright. I'm glad you didn't fall through the world this time, at least. You know, baby steps.
I remember this feeling. Too bad it doesn't last. Really, it just makes me bitter. Now you see why I don't like doing this. If I hit it hard enough, maybe I can sink my wrath into it. Maybe your enemies will feel it when you slice them. What is this for, anyway? Whatever.
Hey, I paid you 2,000 gold.
Better be worth it. Here it is. Impressive blade.
Thank you. Upon returning to Silverwarren, use Word Splitter to open the ethereal grave. Oh, okay. Wait a second, isn't that the sword that I saw earlier? I think it might be. I think that might be the sword that I saw way earlier, yeah. It is. It absolutely is. I was able to make it before even when I didn't have the schematics for it then. Yeah. Okay, and then I can also create the corrupted World Splitter. For most targets, absorb 20 points of health and pierce through all physical armor, dealing unresistible damage to a larger target equal to 5% of their total health. Cut the fabric of space and evoke chaotic energy, launching an explosive reaction upon a target. I'd rather not do anything like that until I know that I've done what I've needed to with the regular World Splitter. You know? Well, that still doesn't necessarily answer how I'm gonna get that door open. Like, that's a good step. That's a good step in the right direction, but it's a good step in the right direction for a different quest entirely. I think one thing that could work well here... Oh, here we go. There's a dial on the other side. Okay, so came back to the room with the dials and the pillar. There are dials on both sides, which I just didn't notice the first time. What if I align the dial to be with the dragon on both sides, and then pull the lever. Yeah, I don't think that necessarily did anything. But here's what I'm thinking about with this. I'm just checking to see that that door is still closed. What if I... Alright, let me up the stairs, please. What if I arranged it so that when I pull the lever again, it'll set the dial to be on the dragon? Because this turned one spot, the other one turned 2 spots. So now if I do that, yep, there we go. Ooh, oh, that's a lot of gold. That feels like a trap. That absolutely feels like a trap. It's like, oh, hey, just take all this gold. Haha, what's the worst that could happen? And then I get murdered. Which, fortunately, I can't steal all the gold, so that's good. Gold crown? No. I'm here for the skull keys. The heart of Jotunheim, I'll take that. That seems promising. I'm mainly checking to see if there's anything else unique here that I should be taking, which... I'll take the crown on the off chance that it's gonna be useful for something. So, interestingly, there was only the one skull of Jotunheim. Well, let me check the top of these staircases real quick. I'm wondering if I only need one skull of Jotunheim then. Whatever was on that second passageway, I still never figured out how to get that one to work. The one with the fire cast. The little fire pedestal that we had. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I wanted a few more potions. Thank you. Alright. Let me see if the one skull is all I needed. Let me see if this might be just what I need. Very possible I'll still need to solve the other side of it, but... you know, baby steps, whatever can move me along is good. Whatever can move me along, I love it. I'm happy to have it.
What are you fighting for, soldier?
I don't know.
Any family? Friends? The Empire?
No, sir. The war took them all. And the Empire is dying. What is there to fight for in here? Where we shall be forgotten?
You forget your place, soldier. You're here to die for the Empire, not to live for your whims.
What can we do?
Fight for me, soldier. Because we're the only hope you've got.
There's no going back, is there? What must I do?
Good. Your wits are returning. We shall make one final stand. Give our reinforcements the time to suppress our enemy.
So this is it?
Oh, and they're gone. Okay. Well...
What do you want?
yeah, I think we have to solve both sides then.
What's the matter?
Oh, or not.
Watch
Okay,
yourself.
nope. In we go. Woo! That's what I like to see.
Who's
Is
there?
this door still gonna be closed? No, it's open too. Oh. Well, now I'm entirely not sure, what the other side was for. What the other side was supposed to do. Maybe... okay. I'm thinking to myself now, what if I had already solved whatever it was on that side? Maybe solving that first side was literally just a matter of, you know, striking that one plate with the firebolt. And when I heard the sound go off, when I heard that kind of like door mechanical noise going off, maybe that was raising the pillar that I needed to use the dials for. Either way, I got through, so I don't know why I'm so worried about it now. Either way, I got through, so really, that's what matters. Emma, you're gonna be fine. Emma, you're gonna be okay.
What now?
Oh, those are big-ass weapons. Who's wielding these? Do we have more giants in here? Because that would explain it. That would do it.
What do you want?
Can you just calm
What
down
now?
for a second,
Friend
Emma?
trying to get us killed.
What? Is he?
I
Is
wouldn't
he?
exactly call him a friend, but now that you mention it, maybe he is.
And you're okay with that?
No, but we're not exactly on good terms, so I figured something like this might happen.
Who exactly is this person again?
Well, he lives in
He
Apocrypha,
knows
so...
how to get the second book. That's good enough for me.
That doesn't answer my question.
You and your questions. He's a master of dark magic. Very useful skill set for what we're dealing with.
I'm just gonna read this compendium. The Flamekeeper. Well, yeah. With all the burned bodies lying around, doesn't necessarily surprise me. Within the depths of Jotunheim, beyond the reach of mortal kind, lies the secret of the village. A creature ever burning, but quaintly ever bored. How could it ever rid itself of the prison it called its throne? The world thereabout was frozen, only the volcano was its home. Greedily, the being sought to fuel its feeling. What else would it do for entertainment? It sent a harbinger to the village, demanding the souls of its denizens, a most invigorating feast. Instead, the village amassed its best warriors, who cut and clobbered through the army of soulless monstrosities and reached the fiery throne, a feat hitherto unaccomplished. Nevertheless, the Flamekeeper, the eternal king of the volcanic mountain, raised its staff and cast a volley of fireballs unto them. With a brush of its hand, it summoned cyclones at their flanks, and with another gesture, a fiery wisp that struck the ground with fire in a patterned form. With ease, elementals of flame manifested from the ash in the air without end. The warriors were surely doomed. A single one remained headstrong to slay an elemental of cold fire, colored azure, unlike the rest. Into his hand a magical rune had appeared, and with his last hope, he held it up as the other creature encroached upon their last stand. A runic symbol manifested. Then the Flamekeeper roared in anguish as a burst of cold fire ravaged its core. Alas, one such rune was not enough, and all but a single warrior perished. In desperation, he begged for mercy, and the Flamekeeper halted its minions out of curiosity. In exchange for his life, the warrior would offer the master of the mountain anything it wished, and hence the deal was struck. The Flamekeeper agreed never to send its forces beyond the gates of Jotunheim, so long as the village would sacrifice one child from each family to Jotunheim for every year forevermore, and the souls of children were the most invigorating.
Any more exploding Draugr behind this next door? How about you do the honors, Dragonborn?
Well, given that there's a boss book right here, I have a feeling it means I'm gonna fight a boss. I'm guessing I gotta fight this Flamekeeper and use a... Ooh, yep, alright.